Hello, everybody. I'm Shamash, author of Mindfulness for Dummies, and I'm going to be talking about the value of respect as part of our 31-day challenge. I think it is going through a different value every day. And today's one's respect. Before I get onto this, I want to start by sharing a wonderful quotation by Albert Einstein. And that is one of the things he said is that I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he's the garbage man or the president of the university. And that's a popular quotation when you search for respect. And so I think it just shows that people intuitively know that we should, of course, respect all people equally, no matter who they are, their position, or their gender, or their background, or whatever else. We should respect everyone equally. But just looking a little bit deeper and thinking a bit more deeply about respect, what is it and why is it important? Um, when I think about respect, what comes to mind is my early days as a school teacher. And I remember when I first trained, the way it works in schools is a bit of a hierarchy system in terms of respect, actually. And coming in as a young teacher, as someone who isn't even trained to be fully a teacher, so as a student teacher, you're right at the very bottom of the hierarchy of respect that you get from the students. And so there was a huge lack of respect there. And so not much learning took place on their side because as much respect as I would give to them, because they considered me at a certain level, they wouldn't be listening so much. Whereas if someone like the head teacher stepped in, or the head of this, or the head of that, or a teacher that had been teaching there for many years, due to that sense of the hierarchy, there would be more attention given to that particular teacher. So that wasn't very good. And I don't think that's the way respect should work. But then as I got more experienced, as I became established as a teacher, again, I had that automatic respect that arose. One of the things I did notice is that giving respect and gaining respect go together. And so, although I've called this video "How to Get Respect," really, I don't think that should be our focus. I mean, a lot of people are interested in how to get respected a bit more, and then you may realize that actually, no, it's not so much about getting respect; it's about giving respect. Trying to get respect is, I can understand why we would want to do it, but it's kind of feeding our ego, and it's not something that we can control that much either. So if you're really desperate to get respect from people and then you don't get it, then that can get very frustrating and cause lots of problems. So I like thinking of extreme examples because that can help in my mind to clarify it. And there's a couple of kind of things that I'm going to share in terms of respect and some of the benefits of it. So I thought, okay, it's very easy for me to respect, great teachers. I'm into mindfulness, so really good mindfulness teachers. It's easy for me to respect. But who is it that I find difficult to respect? And I would say it's the people that I classify as, well, it's easy to call them something like evil or unkind or bad, put them into that category. Should we respect them or not? Um, and I think on one level, if we don't respect them, then we can't learn from them, we can't understand them. And one of my key ways of thinking is that everything has a cause. I've written that down here too. So everything has a cause. And so if I take an extreme example of someone like Donald Trump and the way he behaves, which I don't agree with, actually everything that he's doing and all of his actions actually have a cause behind it. And I would argue that, because of his genetics, because of his background, because of his environment, because of the way his brain works, he's acting the way he is. And so, although before I just had just complete disrespect of him, I started to watch some interesting videos examining and looking at his speeches, for example, and the style in which he gives his speeches, the way he repeats sentences, the way that he uses language, very, very short words, uh, it's effective the way he does it. And so someone took a little bit of time to respect, okay, this person has got to this position. How has he done it? And through an examination of speech and language, you realize that it was very different to a lot of different presidents and it connected with more people. So through that respect, although you may not like the person, through respecting them, there's an opportunity to learn something. So I would say One of the first benefits of respect is that actually we can learn more because of our mind opens. Whether you agree or disagree with someone, through this sense of respect, learning can happen. And I definitely learned a few things through watching that video. So that's the first thing. The second thing, in terms of respect, that I found is that once you realize that everything has a cause behind it, and everyone's behavior has a reason behind it, and everyone's thoughts and actions, as well as your own, has a reason behind it, you start to respect people more, and then you actually suffer less because you become less judgmental. So if you know someone, a friend, a family member, whatever, and they're behaving a certain way and it's frustrating for you, you may be just immediately not respecting them and immediately judging them. But if you take some time to think, hang on a minute, why are they doing what they're doing? What's the reason behind it? What's the cause behind it? Maybe a certain thought that popped into their head, a certain desire they have, a certain need. There could be an infinite number of different reasons, but there's a reason or a cause behind their actions. It's kind of links to karma in a way. That's what karma is about, cause and effect. So that's another way of cultivating respect. So I think respect is really important. It's actually, when I looked up the word respect and the use of the word, it's been going down and down and down. So I think it's used half as much as it was in the 1800s, apparently, according to Google. So it's not a popular word at the moment. People don't see it that highly. But as I started reflecting on it this morning, the less we respect a person or a thing, the less we can learn from it. The more, and it can be not just for people too. It could be for subjects. You could respect history or science or geology. So it can be topics. It can be things or stuff. You could have a respect for a gong like this. Um, and I think, yeah, the respect gives an opportunity for us to learn. So I would say let's think less about how to get respect and more about how to give it, and also reflect on the benefits of giving respect, in that it gives us an opportunity to learn more from others, whether it's people or situations, and it gives us the opportunity to suffer less, because if we can learn and understand where people are coming from. And I recommend you listen to that song, Respect, just a little bit after watching this video. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Let's see if there's any comments here. Always like the comments to make it interactive. So Mike says, you don't get respected, you earn it. Absolutely. And Al says, the word respect is not respected. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one to finish on. I like that. Good observation. Cheers, Al. All right, everyone. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow. Respect.